Hi, this is Connections with Harvest Nights, here to give you a reading. I have 3 piles here, and remember that tarot reading is like spiritual poker. Nothing is set in stone. So if you want to choose pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3, if you want to put it on pause, you do so you can pick your piles. I'll tell you the 3 different stones. Apatite is the 3 different crystals, I should say, semi-precious crystals. This is apatite. This is a clear colored quartz. And this is an amethyst, a raw amethyst. Okay, so I'm going to start off with pile 1. And these are oracle cards we're going to start off with. Okay, so pile 1, we have 2 magical unicorn cards to start off your reading. I'm going to flip the first one over. It says healer. You have the power to help and to heal others. So you could be a card reader yourself, or some kind of healer. Maybe you're a doctor, maybe you're a nurse, maybe you're a social worker, but there's healing some in your life somewhere that's happening. You're some sort of a healer. Next to the healer, we have you're gifted. You're very intelligent and talented. Wow. So we'll put that right beside the healer. Now these next 2 oracle cards are from the light oracle deck, and if you ask yourself a question right now in this instant, right now, think of a question, and it's a yes or a no answer is behind here. So if you could think of a question, I'm going to turn this over, and your answer will be yes. Just say yes to whatever the question you have in your mind. If you have a question, should I buy that Cadillac? Yes. Should I go on vacation? Yes. Let's put that right beside the you are gifted. Now the next oracle card is share your voice. Come out of your cave and use your expression. So maybe you've been hiding, maybe you've been keeping things inside yourself for the longest time, and you have deep-seated secrets inside yourself. Well, it's time to come out of your cave. It's time to speak up. It's time to let go of all those secrets that haunt you. It's time to come out of your cave. Now the last card here is your soul's journey lesson card, and this is blame. This is the blame card, and it says I accept responsibility for my well-being. So in other words, you can't go around blaming other people for how you're feeling, for your happiness, for what kind of life you have, what kind of job you have, what kind of past you have. You know, maybe it's not even your fault. But the whole idea of this lesson is to take the responsibility that involves you. So, we'll put that beside share your voice. Now I'm going to take a couple of tarot cards. And I'll knock out the old energy, and I'll take a couple of tarot cards beside these oracle cards and see where we're going from there. So what's going on with pile number 1? Can you tell us what's going on for pile number 1? You have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords are all new beginnings. So maybe once you accept responsibility for your life and what's going on in it, or what's not going on in it, your life will become clearer. You'll get new thoughts, new beginnings. You'll have spiritual clarity in your life, new ideas, strength, moving forward. Aces are all about new beginnings. And swords are all about intellect and what you're thinking. So you're going to start to have new thoughts. Let's take another card from the tarot pack. What's going on with pile number 1? Spirits, spirit guides, guardian angels. Is there anything else, spirit guides, that pile 1 you could answer for pile 1? Think of a question, pile 1, as I'm shuffling. Think of a question. There you go. You have the Death card, and this is the most fantastic card in the whole deck. This is a major arcana card, the big events in your life. This card is all about transformation, rebirth, and growth. You're about to something is going to end in your life in order for you to go forward and to head towards the sunshine, the joy that's coming your way. This card is asking you to end something that's not working out in your life in order to have good changes, rebirth. You're going to let go of the past. This card asks you to let go of the past and start again, end something. Maybe a job is going to end. Maybe a relationship that is not really working out. And this transformation for pile number 1 is going to change your whole life for the better. Spirit has spoken. That's pile 1. Okay, pile number 2. Let's see what pile number 2 has in store for you. Pile number 2 was the clear color, the clear quartz. And the clear quartz is a master healer. It's very good for meditating with your chakras because it aligns and heals all your clears all your chakras. It's also the master healer stone crystal. Okay, we're going to start off with the light oracle card. You have the Star Mother. How can you mother yourself more? Maybe you haven't been looking after yourself of late. Maybe you haven't been treating yourself. You've been looking after everybody else and mothering everybody else. Well, it's time to mother yourself. It's time to take that bubble bath and put on some candles. Maybe you have a glass of wine or tea, whatever you fancy. It's time to mother yourself and take care of your needs. That's pile number 2. And the next oracle card, light oracle card, is the crumbling. What are you clinging on to, pile number 2? What exactly are you clinging on to? And it's whatever you're clinging on to, pile number 2, is blocking you from moving forward. So whatever is not working in your life right now, whatever you feel, you need to investigate the reason why you are clinging on to this person, this job, these ideas. And once you find out why you are, and you notice that you are being clingy, then you can start to heal yourself. So a crumbling is going to take place with you. Whatever you're clinging on to is going to be the thing of the past. Because by you noticing that you are clinging on, this crumbling will take place and you'll be able to move forward in your life and actually mother yourself. So the magical unicorn cards. Forgive. It's time to let go of anger and blame. So if you have any anger towards anyone or towards yourself or blame, it's time to let go. Because you're only hurting yourself in the long run. It's like it's time to let go of that load. Forgive. Forgive is the only way you can move forward. Maybe some things in life are unforgivable. But in order for you to heal, you need to forgive in order to move forward. Pile number 2. Okay, so what you're asking for, pile number 2, will soon happen in a happy way. Very soon. So if there's something that you're hoping for in the near future, or a future that you are hoping for, a happy future. Something will happen very soon in a good way. Know that something good is coming your way, pile number 2, very soon. Okay, so abundance is coming your way. The soul's journey lesson card is all about abundance for pile number 2. I am a limited being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So it's like you are the director of your show, of your life, and you can bring in and take out whatever you want to. It's just believing that you can do it. Okay, so abundance is coming your way very soon. And that could not only mean money, that could mean love too. Love, relationships, abundance in every aspect of the word. Now I'm going to pull some tarot cards for pile number 2. Pile number 2. Pile number 2. I will pull some tarot cards for you. Pile number 2, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. That's one card that popped out and turned over, so it really wants to be noticed. And, okay, 2 more cards jumped out for pile number 2. And they're face up. So pile number 2, you have the 5 of Wands. And the 5 of Wands is all about being competitive. Okay, so you will be do something with other people. Wands are about action words, are about doing things, and the 5 of Wands represents a competitive situation. You're going to be in competition with someone. Maybe you're in competition with somebody right now. Okay, but nobody is above the level, so it's a peaceful competition. You know, everybody can say what they need to say, and nobody's going to take it personally. So, pile number 2, you also receive the Chariot, and the Chariot represents taking the reins and leading your life with your willpower in the direction that you want to go. You are always being divinely guided with the stars here over your head. Your willpower is very strong, pile number 2. You literally have to know, though, along the way, there's always positive and negative forces in life. And it's how you perceive them, your perception of them. Instead of looking at the problem, look for the solution. So use your willpower to go forward, because you're going to succeed in whichever direction you put your will and your strength into. That's for pile number 2. Pile number 2 also has the King of Pentacles. Kings are all about leaders and leadership. So you need to take responsibility first and foremost. It represents taking responsibility of your money, because pentacles are about money. Okay, perhaps there's someone you know that does have a lot of money and is going to help you invest yours or do something with your money. And you could be looking towards someone who is knowledgeable about money and can lead you in the right direction. But know that your willpower is strong too. So that's for pile number 2. Spirit has spoken here. Let's move it on to pile number 3. Okay, we'll put those back in the deck, knock the energy out. Let's shuffle them up a bit. Let's shuffle these cards up, these tarot cards up a bit. Okay, that jumped out, so I'll leave that for later. Pile number 3, you have the Amethyst. Okay. Now, the Soul's Journey lesson card is the first on the top of the pile, and this lesson that you need to learn is all about forgiveness to start off with. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So if there's someone or something, even yourself, again, you need to forgive. This is what you need to do. This is the lesson you need to learn right now at this point in your life. You need to be able to forgive. Forgive people who have done wrong to you. Forgive yourself for letting them, or we think we let them, but actually we're not really in control of anybody else and what they're doing. All we know is it's time to forgive and let go of this situation. So forgiveness, that is your soul's lesson, journey lesson card. Now your light oracle card, your first card that is coming out is I Rama. Where are you being called to journey to? So there's something you're being called to journey to. Perhaps you've been thinking about going on a vacation, and it's been in your mind, and you think of it over and over and over. Well, that's because you're being called to do it. Perhaps you're being called to change your job, and you're thinking of it over and over. It's because you're being called to journey in that direction. So listen to the signs and the omens of what you're being called to do. Your second light oracle card is a mirror. Who or what is triggering you, pile number 3? There's someone or something that it keeps triggering you. Now, either you know what it is or you don't know what it is. And if you don't know, you need to find out. So what is triggering you? It could be anything. You need to find out what is triggering you in order to move on to the next journey in your life. Maybe, there's people that trigger us. There's the news triggers us. We trigger ourselves. We get so deep in our thoughts that we can't seem to find a way out. You need to find out, pile number 3, what is triggering you, and find a way to end the triggering. It could be meditation, it could be taking long walks in nature, it could be just treating yourself with kindness, but find out what's triggering you, pile number 3. Okay, so the magical unicorn cards, you have hello and goodbye. You'll soon see that this change will make things better. So you will be saying hello and goodbye to something in your life. And the changes that will be made will be better for you. Maybe you've been with someone for a very long time and it's just not working out anymore. And you got to let go of what no longer serves you and say goodbye. And maybe you'll never know if something more sustainable will come along if you keep clinging on to the past. If things aren't working where you are right now in this present moment, it's time to say goodbye. So the second magical unicorn card is try something new. You'll only know that you can do something if you try. So this card is telling you to try something new. Something that you never thought that you would do before. I don't know what that could be. I'm not going to tell you to go skydiving, but if that's your thing, then maybe you want to try it. So try something new. You'll never know if you're good at it unless you try. Stop thinking about it. Don't let your dreams be just dreams. Make them happen. Okay, so let's see. This card did jump out before, and it is the King of Swords. So kings are leaders and they're rulers for a reason. Perhaps it's time that you start ruling your thoughts and using them in a good way, rule your thoughts. Don't let your thoughts rule you. And also, thoughts are things. Edward Casey said, thoughts are things, so you need to rule them. You have to take note of what kind of thoughts that you're putting in your head. Are they negative thoughts or are they positive thoughts? Okay, so let's see. That card came up before for you, pile 3. So let's have a card for another tarot card for pile number 3. Let's have another tarot card for pile number 3. Okay, and pile number 3. One more card. One more card for pile number 3. Okay, there we go. Now, pile number 3, you have the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is a major arcana card, and this, the Hierophant represents tradition, it represents government agencies, the church, it represents long-term commitments with the keys. So perhaps you're trying, and it represents a spirituality. Perhaps you're looking for a spiritual teacher, or maybe you are a spiritual teacher. Perhaps you are teaching spirituality. But this card represents trying to get away from traditional idealism. Perhaps you want to get into tradition, have a traditional family. Perhaps you want to find out some answers through the church. And this is for pile number 3. Spirit has not finished speaking because this card jumped out too. The two of swords. There's some kind of secrets you want to keep to yourself. Okay, and twos are all about questions. So there's a question in your mind that you're keeping to yourself. But the only way you're going to find the answer to this question is to let it out. Listen to your intuition. Find the right time to ask the question. Perhaps you're keeping your heart crossed. You're not letting any love in your life. Maybe it's time that you uncrossed your heart, because the swords you're crossing your heart here. Perhaps it's time to open up and let love in your life. It's a question. There's a question that needs to be answered, and they can only be answered by you. And you can only answer these questions if you let the questions out and seek the answers. And do your blindfolds. Spirit has now spoken. Thank you, and have a fantastic day. See you next time.